So, uh, so what is full form for SAP HANA is, it is a full form for HANA is, it is high speed analytical appliance. It is a high speed high speed analytical appliance. Right? So it is a high speed analytical appliance. So as you know that many clients they are quite skeptical about moving into the new system, that is the SAP HANA, right? Because they are quite happy with the current existing ERP systems. Their business is fine, and they are like, okay, why do we again how to move into the new system now? But there are so many advantages of moving into this new system. So let us discuss all the important features of our new system, that is the SAP HANA. So the first important feature is, it is called as the next generation ERP. Called as the next generation ERP. So as you know that SAP, they have come up with the system R2. They have come up with R2 in the year 1979, and then they have come up with the three-time technology R3 around the year 1992, and then they have come up with ERP systems, enterprise resource planning systems, and this was in the year 2004. And then they have come up with a new concept, that is the S4 HANA, and this was in the year 2015. So this is the evolution, right? So hello Priya, you want to say something?
Yeah, what's the main difference between this ERP and HANA?
So current existing systems we are working are ERP systems, right? So
yes.
But moving into the HANA, like I said, it is a very high speed analytical appliance. It can consume and process huge volumes of data, and especially in our classes I will show you some reports. If the same report, if you try to execute it the ERP systems, you will get a message saying that it may take some time to execute this report, right?
Yeah.
The same report, if you try to execute in the SAP HANA, it will be processed in few milliseconds.
Okay.
So the speed is really fast, and the retrieval also is very fast, and the storage, the table storage itself is different, right? So in the existing ERP systems, it is the tables are row storage, whereas in the new system, that is the SAP HANA system, the table storage itself is different. It is a column-oriented database. The storage is columnar-wise, right? So column storage. So we will discuss all those features now, right?
Okay.
So we'll be discussing all those points now. So so this is called as the next generation ERP, and our second important point is fast. It is really fast because of the in-memory database, because it has a in-memory database. It's really fast. So that means it can consume and process huge high volumes of data, right? It can consume and process high volume of data. So let's say for example, suppose sometimes some videos go viral, right, in YouTube. So everybody around the world will be trying to watch the same video, right? And the users, they will not be happy if they get a message saying that okay, you have to try after some time or something like that, the server is busy, or traffic is heavy,
Yeah.
how to try after some time. So if the user gets this kind of messages, they'll be really disappointed, right? So
Mm.
so especially in this day and age, or another best example is the SSC results. The declaration on that day, everybody will be trying to log in and they'll be trying to see the results, right?
Yes.
When they get this kind of messages, the users will not be happy. So
Yeah.
our system should be in such a way that they should be able to consume and process huge volumes of data. They should be able to withstand high traffic. Right?
Okay.
So that's what we are going to, and this is going to be achieved in our new system, that is the SAP HANA system compared to our existing ERP systems.
Okay.
So here it uses both technologies, OLAP and OLTP. So OLAP is online analytical processing, and OLAP is online analytical processing. OLTP is online transaction processing. So
Okay.
OLAP is online analytical processing. Online analytical processing.
Mm.
And OLTP is online transaction processing. Online transaction processing. Right? So it uses both of them. So OLTP.
What are these processes? I
Sorry.
mean, what they actually do this process over OLAP and OLTP?
See, currently our ERP systems are using only OLTP, that is online transaction processing.
Okay. What happens in that processing actually?
See, processing means analysis basically. Suppose
Okay.
suppose if they say like you can take any retail, let's say Walmart, right? So if they want to find out the sales for the last 20 years, let's say.
Mm.
So this kind of analysis, analytical analysis, it can do it really fast with the new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Okay.
That kind of business analysis decisions, right?
Mm.
So then they can do the analysis like why in particular so and so 2014 why the sales are high, in 2016 why the sales have come down. So they should be able to do that kind of business analysis.
Okay.
So or they can also do this kind of analysis wherein like what kind of products are being purchased in the year 2015 and what kind of products are the consumers, what kind of products they are consuming. So all these kind of business analysis can be done,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So and one more thing is like especially if you take some banks or something like that, they should
Mm-hmm.
be able to store information from long back, right?
Yes.
Suppose if a particular customer is with them for the past 15 years in a particular bank, so they should be able to store that particular customer's information from the last 15 years, right? Any day
Yes.
we can go back and we can tell the bank like, okay, I want to have the statement from so and so years for the like last 6 years back statement. If you want, we can get it.
Yes.
Of course, they will charge us. That is a different thing. But they are able to provide the services for us.
Yeah.
So that means they have to store our information or our data for the past 15 years data. They have to store. So in this we are talking about only one customer.
It has many customers, right?
And of course the bank has hundreds of customers, thousands of customers for that fact. So our systems, they should be able to withstand this huge processing and consuming of data. So that is possible with the help of the new system, that is the SAP HANA system. So
Okay.
the fetching, the processing, consuming is really fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So our next example is it is user experience. So user experience is really great. So user experience is great. So users are quite happy after moving into the new system, that is the SAP HANA system, right?
Okay.
So initially everybody are quite skeptical, but then later on, after moving, they are quite happy with the user experience they are facing,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And the next important feature is it is called as the digital core of enterprise of future. It is called as the digital core of enterprise. It is called as the digital core of enterprise of future.
Okay.
So that means the users, they can make use of sensors.
Okay.
Users can make use of sensors, and they can connect to SAP cloud solutions. They can connect to SAP cloud solutions like success factors. Example is success factors. So hence the new system, that is the SAP HANA system, it is called as the digital core of enterprise of future, right? So users can make use of sensors, they can connect to SAP cloud solutions like success factors, which is not possible in our existing ERP systems. So we don't have this kind of flexibility in our current existing ERP systems. So they try to, they try to take, they try to incorporate all the good features in the new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Mm.
So SAP HANA system, they support 10 LOBs. LOBs means line of business.
Okay. Line of business.
Line of business. Line of businesses. So the 10 different businesses are finance, HR, procurement, right? Manufacturing, sales,
Mm.
R&D, customer service, asset management, marketing and commerce.
Mm.
So all these different line of businesses can be supported with our new system, that is the SAP HANA system. Right?
Mm.
So finance, HR, procurement, manufacturing, sales, R&D, customer service, asset management, marketing and commerce. All of these are the different line of businesses that can be supported with our new system, right?
Yeah.
And the next important feature is it can be used in the cloud and on the premise. It can be used in the cloud and on the premise and on premise. So it can be used with both ways, right? So it can be used in the cloud and also on premise. This facility also is not available. This flexibility is also not available in our current existing ERP systems.
What does this means in the cloud and on premise means?
Premise means implementation, right? Physical
Okay.
implementation. Cloud means it can also connect to other cloud solutions like success factors, right?
Okay.
So that kind of cloud also, they will be able to connect,
Okay.
which is not possible in our existing systems, that is the ERP systems.
Mm.
Connecting to cloud solutions is not possible with our current existing ERP systems, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And our next important feature is, this is the biggest important feature, that is the simplicity. So simplicity, that means it simplifies the data print. It simplifies the data print. So for example, we can take an example wherein in the inventory management system, in the inventory management database, 26 different tables, 26 different tables have been combined into one single table.
Okay.
Into one single table called MATDoc. Called MATDoc. So imagine the how much it will be simplified. So all the 26 different tables, they have been combined into one single table called MATDoc.
Means 26 tables like those Mara will have those tables.
That kind of tables. We are having so many standard tables in SAP.
Yeah.
So they have combined. So they have they did so much of R&D. So they have combined like different tables, like 3-4 tables have been combined into one single table. So we'll be getting to know some new table names in the SAP HANA. The existing ones are there, and also the new ones are also there.
Okay.
So new ones are basically the combination of more than 2 to 3 tables. So that means instead of, see now in our existing ERP systems, if we have to fetch the data, we have to fetch the data separately from different tables, and then we have to combine them into one final
Joins, using joins.
combine them, and we have to do different kinds of processing, and then we have to display the output.
Yeah.
But here, if let's say if they combine the 3 different tables into one single table, then the fetching also will be easy for us, right? It becomes quite. So that kind of simplicity they try to make new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Yes.
So they try to combine as much as possible, and then they try to come up with the new table names. Existing old ones are also there, but the new combination of tables are also available in the new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Okay.
So all of these are the important features of our new system, that is the SAP HANA system. So let us quickly recap. So full form for HANA is high speed analytical appliance, and we are discussing about the important features of our new system. So it is called as the next generation ERP, and this is the chronological order of the updates from the SAP company. First they have come up with R2, and then they have come up with R3, and then they have come up with the ERP concept, and then they have come up with the current latest trend is S4 HANA, right?
Yes.
So prediction is that by 2025, the current existing ERP systems will sunset. So that is the prediction they are saying now. So it may also extend for 1 or 2 years, but finally it will sunset, right?
Yeah.
So the next important feature is user experience. So users are really happy with the after migrating to the new system, that is the SAP HANA system, and fast. So it is as the name suggests, the name itself is high speed analytical appliance. So as the name suggests, it's really fast. It can consume and process high volumes of data, and it uses both online and OLTP and OLAP technologies, right? And the next important feature is, it is called as the digital core of enterprise of future. So users can make use of sensors, they can connect to SAP cloud solutions like success factors. So all of these are the important features of our new system. And the next important feature is it can support 10 LOBs. LOBs are line of businesses. So different are finance, HR, procurement, manufacturing, sales, R&D, customer service, asset management, and marketing and commerce, right? And another important feature is it can be used in the cloud and on-premise. So in both ways it can be used. Whereas connecting to cloud is not possible in our current existing ERP systems,
Yeah.
right? And Hari, నేను ఒక half an hour లో కాల్ చేస్తాను. So the next important feature is simplicity. It simplifies the data print, right? So in the inventory management, 26 different tables have been combined into one single table called MadDoc. So like that, we're seeing so many combinations of tables. So old tables are also, we will use the existing old tables also, and we will also be using the combination of different tables.
Yes.
Right? So are we fine till this point?
Yeah, fine.
So our next topic is we'll try to discuss the important architecture features of our system, that is the SAP HANA system. So we will see what are all the new features in our 1 second. Give me 1 second. So let us discuss our architecture features. So architecture wise, we are having some of the important features in our new system, that is the SAP HANA system. So they are, first one is in-memory database. So in-memory database, right? So in-memory database means, suppose if this is the our system, if this is our computer, so we are having everything together, right? So CPU and then RAM and then disk. So everything is together.
Yeah.
That is the reason it is called as the in-memory database. So this is the CPU and this is the RAM. And here we have our disk. So all of them are together.
Yeah.
So that's why it is called as the in-memory database, because they are together side by side. The processing is really fast, right?
Previously, we did not have any in-memory database, right?
Sorry?
I mean, in ERP system, we do not have in-memory database, right?
They don't have in-memory database. All of these are placed separately.
Okay.
In different layers, right?
Yeah.
So here what they did was like they tried to combine all of them together and they tried to put everything together at the same place, so that retrieval and fetching everything will be faster compared to our existing ERP systems. So this is one of the reason why our new system, that is the SAP HANA system, is high speed, right?
Yes.
So RAM is 100,000 times faster, right? So RAM and CPU are together, and data is stored in the disk. So and data is also very kept close to the CPU. So that is the reason it is called as the in-memory database. So database, memory, everything are together, right? So this is one of the feature why the fetching and retrieval and fetching of the data is really fast in the new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Yes.
The second important architecture-wise feature is it has column-oriented database, column storage. So what is row storage and column storage? So in our existing ERP systems, it is row storage. So in a row storage, data will be stored in the form of rows. So
Okay, one record data will be in row wise, right?
row wise, right?
Yeah.
So in the current existing systems, data is stored like this as row.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But whereas in our new system, it is column. It is stored as column wise.
Okay.
So this is our existing ERP systems, and it is row storage. So let's say this is the let's take some fields. Let us take this is the SID is the student ID, right? So S name is the student name, and marks. Marks is the third field. So let's give some data here. So student ID 11 and name is A and marks is, let's say, some 100. And then
Yes.
student ID 22 and then name is BBB and marks is 200. And then student ID 33, right? And name is CCC and marks is 300. So in a row storage, suppose if we have a query wherein we will have to find out the highest marks of all the students, then what it will do? It will start reading from here. So
Yeah.
first record, then it will read the second record, and it will read the third record. If there are 1,000 records, it will read all the 1,000 records, and then only it can come up with the answer for this query.
Yes.
Then
Right.
it's called as the row storage.
Yeah.
Whereas in a column storage, what happens is each column is stored as a separate file. So each and every column is stored as a separate file.
Okay.
I'm not that good at drawings, so.
That's okay.
So this will be our SID. This is our SID. This is our S name. And this is our marks. So each and every column is stored as a separate file.
Okay.
So this is our 11 and this is our 22 and this is our 33. And here we have the names. So this is called as the column storage.
Yeah. Okay.
So in a column storage, what happens? Suppose if the same query has been asked, wherein we have to find out the highest marks of the available students, what it will do? It will directly go and read this file.
Okay, only it will go to that particular field.
And it will go to that particular field and it will come up with the answer. And the
Oh.
other part is it can also relate that this 300 marks belong to this student ID.
Okay.
So it can also relate.
Okay.
So that is the biggest advantage we have in the
Huh.
new system, that is our SAP HANA system. So this is the HANA system, and here we are having the column storage.
Okay.
So this is another biggest. This is one of the biggest reason why in the HANA system the processing is really fast.
Yes.
Right. So this is the difference between the traditional systems and the new system, that is the SAP HANA system. So by
Yeah.
default, whenever we try to create a table, by default it will be created as a column storage table.
Okay.
That will be done by default.
Okay.
Right. So
Yes.
whereas here we don't have the option of column storage, they will be stored as row storage only, the table.
Hmm.
So this is another important architecture feature. The first one is the in-memory database. Second one is the column storage, right? And the third important architecture feature is massively parallel processing. So what is meant by massively parallel processing? Massively parallel processing. So this is the third important architecture feature, massively parallel processing. So in a massively parallel processing, what it will do is like it will optimize the code, right? It will optimize the code and it will assign the code to different cores. Suppose if this is the code, or
Yeah.
program. So what it will do? It will optimize.
Okay.
It will optimize into different parts. So it will break down this code into different parts.
Hmm.
Like this, it will break down into different parts, and there will be different cores. So the capacity of the system will be dependent on the number of cores it has, right? So
Number.
it will be having different cores like this. So
Oh.
let's say this is C1, 3.1. This will be C2, and this is C3. So it will assign it will uh, assign each and every part of the program to different cores. So let's say, for example, it can assign C1 to this part of the code. It can assign C2 to this part of the code, right? Can assign C3 to this part of the code, and C1 also can be assigned to another part, right? And
Yes.
C2 can be assigned to different part, like that.
Yeah.
It is breaking down the code or the task or a bigger task into small tasks, and it will assign the cores individually to different different parts, right?
Okay.
So this is called as optimization. So
Okay.
it will optimize the code. Optimizing means it will divide it into different parts or different blocks or different tasks, right? It will assign to different cores. So different cores will be assigned to different parts, and it will execute them individually, and it can combine the results.
Okay.
So
What use of this one?
massively parallel processing. So
Hmm.
parallelly, everything is getting processed.
Okay.
And it also has the capacity to execute them individually and then combine the results and then
Okay.
display the result.
Oh.
So this is
From the previous one and this one, what is the major difference? I mean, previously we do not have any parallel processing.
we don't have any parallel processing. All the program will be there will be only one core, and that will execute all of the program, or that will process all of the program.
Okay.
So we don't have multiple cores, right? And we also don't have the concept of optimizing the code.
Yeah.
So that is another big major difference. So all these three important architecture features, because of these three major architecture features, that's why the system, SAP HANA system, is really fast, and it can consume and process high volumes of data within few milliseconds, not even a minute, within few milliseconds.
Yes.
Right. So another big difference between the traditional existing ERP systems and new system is that in the traditional system, it is in the existing ERP systems, it is concept is code to model. Code to model. If we have to develop a report, what we will do, we will write coding, we will do the coding, right?
Yeah.
And we can generate a report. We have
Yes.
to write minimum 200 lines of code to generate a report
Yeah.
in the current existing ERP systems.
Yes.
But in HANA system, it is completely opposite. It is model to code. So that means we will develop the model, and depending on the model, it will generate the code at the background. It will generate the SQL code at the background.
Okay, that means we do not have any select queries, like we need not write coding.
There are, let me tell you, there are two modes. So actually there are three modes, right? So
Okay.
first mode is graphical mode. In the
Hmm.
graphical mode, we don't have to do any coding. We will design the model, and in the graphical mode, automatically the HANA system will generate the SQL code at the back.
Okay.
There is also SQL mode, SQL console. So here, when we are in the SQL console mode, we can write the SQL coding. We will do SQL coding, right? And there is also another third mode, that is ABAP development perspective. ABAP development perspective. So here in this mode, we will do our ABAP coding.
Okay.
So suppose if we want to generate a report, we don't have to write code. We can work in the graphical mode, and we can design the model, and it will automatically develop the SQL code in the background. We can also see that generated SQL code.
Okay.
Right. So
yes,
all of these are the new features we have in the new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Yeah.
So it is a major difference between the existing ERP systems to the new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Yeah.
So major important architecture features are in-memory database, column storage, and massively parallel processing. So because of these architecture features, the HANA engine is really fast.
Yeah.
Right. So and one more example for this massively parallel processing is, for example, NASA, right? So NASA, in their CPUs, they will have some 10,000 cores in their CPU. So that means it is a big system.
Yeah.
So depending on the number of cores in the CPUs, they can judge like whether it is a bigger system or a medium system or a small system, something like that.
Okay.
So it all depends on the number of cores in their CPUs.
Okay.
Right. So that is like that they will be able to figure out how big are the systems, right?
Okay.
So all of these are the important architecture features of our new system, that is the SAP HANA system.
Yeah.
So in tomorrow's class, we will try to log into our HANA server and we will start working in the HANA